Hi, folks. I thought, I don't know, I've been spending a lot of time down here in my music room, and so I thought maybe I'd show you around a little bit. Yeah, I feel super, super blessed. Never in my life did I ever imagine that I would have a place that I could just record music, practice music, that my sons and my wife would come down and use this space as a music room. So a lot of music gets made down here. I'd like to show you around a little bit. Um, Now, when my wife's grandmother passed away, as the family was going through a lot of the stuff that they had and they didn't really know what to do with, I was ecstatic about the big piles of sheet music that she had. Check this out. This is an early 1940s copy of Over the Rainbow. I mean, that's one of the world's most beloved songs. Um, uh, but it's not just music stuff that I have down here. Check this out. Okay, uh, you and I might call this a skateboard, but it doesn't call itself a skateboard. This is an early 1950s sidewalk surfer. It's not even called a skateboard. I don't know. Can you read the name on the side of the wheel there? Sidewalk surfer. And these wheels are made of clay. They're not even made of like rubber. This is like plasticized clay, but it's clay. I'd take it off the wall and show you, but it's really hard to put back up. So I won't do that right now. But if you look here, check that out. That's my wife's dual cassette recorder from when she was in high school. And I've been going through some old cassette tapes, just listening, checking it out. I'm a huge fan of Bob Dylan, and over here, oh, some of you, every time you walk by my piano, you play Heart and Soul. It's the one. Anyone who doesn't know it, it's the one that goes dun 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 da 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 dun 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 da 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 da. This is some sheet music from the 1940s for 40 cents. Heart and Soul. Oh man, so cool. There's the license plate from my very first car. My very first car's name was Spanky, and I bought her for $600 and drove her across Canada many, many times. And she never gave me any problems until the day when she was just done. But he was my best friend for many years, and sadly, this is one of the last photographs ever taken of him. He passed away very, very shortly after that photograph. Makes me sad to talk about. This is Sting, the man who wrote the song "Every Breath You Take." He was the leader of the band Police, and my wife took that from a front row concert that she was at in Switzerland when she was 17 years old. So let me take you over here. Oh, okay. Look, there's my big bass. They call it a bass violin. Some people call it an upright bass. It's also called double bass. Any of those words work for this. Some people call it a bass fiddle. And that does a very similar job to this bass guitar. I mean, they both produce low notes, but that's why they're called a bass. But it's a little bit like comparing a BMX to a 10 speed. You know, they're both bicycles, but they're not going to go in the same race. They have totally different jobs. Um, Over here is my recording studio, this little studio. And neat thing about these speakers, it's kind of strange, but they are especially designed not to make your music sound any better than it is. They are what we call they're very neutral. So if you get something like if you get a little jam box, a little MP3, playing Bluetooth speaker, it's really really colored, and what that means is almost always they add a lot of bass to it. which sounds really good to us. The thing is, when you're actually doing your recording, you don't want to hear it back with extra bass, or what you want to hear it as true as it can be. So then the customer can do what they want to it, and they're not going to get overloaded with bass or whatever. So these are kind of specialized speakers. You wouldn't listen to your music on them normally speaking, because it would actually not sound as good to you probably as what you're used to hearing. Um, and you always want to start with the best signal possible, with the best sound possible. So I have two very nice microphones here. This one is my favorite, um, but I've had this one for 25 years. I bought this mic for $300 25 years ago, and I've done hundreds and hundreds of recordings with it. That to me is very good value for the money. Um, Anyway, folks, yeah, hey, I miss talking to you, and I miss seeing you, and I wanted to share a little bit of my life with you, and but tell you what, let's jump ahead to the lesson.